Street in Valentine, where more than the price is right. You'll find a great selection, personal service, and all the elements to make your house a home. Delivery available and financing available to qualified buyers from Nelson Furniture.
Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLO in Ainsworth, 382-3420. When you need legal assistance, whether for personal, business, or farm and ranch concerns, call Todd Flynn Law Office, PC LLO at 402-382-3420 in Ainsworth. Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784.
For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. They have a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual market plan. Visit with Brad Wilkins at Pride Grain. They're proud to be a supporter of local athletics.
Well, we take a look at our point standings here in Class D1. North Platte St. Pat's, number 1 in the point standing. They'll take on Hemingford, win or lose. They will be automatically in the district final. They take the 12 sub-district final winners and the top 4 in the wild cards after those. Johnson Brock tonight looks like they are taking on Pawnee City. McCool Junction third in the point standings. McCool Junction, as they're going to go down the list, maybe play Elmwood Murdoch. Ansley Litchfield going to play South Loop. That's basically a 4-7 matchup. So one of those probably going to get a wild card with the loss tonight. Looks like, of course, we're here. Ainsworth taking on Boyd County. Dundee County Stratton taking on Cambridge. Plainview taking on Wausau here this evening. And it looks like Riverside taking on Elgin Public, Pope John. Hopefully we got all those for you. But those are what we kind of look at in our sub-district finals tonight for the state of Nebraska in Class D1. Earlier at halftime, it was West Holt leading Summerlin 24-15. This is the 4th time that those two teams have played, and Summerlin won the first 2 matches. West Holt won the Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament, trying to win this one. And folks, if things happen with the point standings, they could see each other again for a district final for the right to move on to state. They could meet up 5 times. And St. Mary's having a whale of a game. St. Mary's, a team that Boyd County Spartans beat not too long ago, was leading Stewart by 20 at the half, 37-17. So that gets you caught up on some of our scores. Let's go ahead now and take a look at our starting lineups for you. Brought to you by Three River Communications. And we started off here with the Boyd County Spartans coming in at 9-11 on the season. Their head coach, Trevor Wright, assisted by Cameron Rust. And here's what we have for the 9-11 Boyd County Spartans. They will go with number 3, 5'8", and a junior, Hudson Hoffman. Number 12, 6'3", senior, Darius Hansen. Hansen leads the Boyd County Spartans in every stat except for block shots, I believe, when I looked at that on Max Prep. Number 22, 5'10", sophomore, Charlie Adams. Number 24 is 5'11", senior, Deegan Johnson. And number 40, 6'4", senior, Wyatt Heerman. Your starting lineups for the Boyd County Spartans. Well, are you tired of slow internet speeds? Well, look no further than Three River Communication Services. With their ridiculously fast internet, you'll be streaming, gaming, and video conferencing without a hitch. Three River Communication also offers cable TV and crystal clear voice services. Don't settle for less when you can have the best. Visit their website, www.threeriver.net, or call them at 866-569-2666. Three River Communication, proudly supporting high school sports. And now for the 16 and 7 Ainsworth Bulldogs, head coach Jake Nelson, assisted by Brian Delamont and volunteer coach Clint Painter. They'll go like this. Number 5, 5'9", senior Tragan McNally. Number 11, 5'6", and a junior, Jacob Held. Number 12, 5'11", and a junior, Logan Schradel. Number 22, 6'5", senior, Carter Nelson. And their leading scorer and rebounder, averaging 17 points, 11 rebounds a game, 6'4", senior, Trey Appelt, again wears number 24. Starting lineups brought to you by Three River Communications. It will be the Boyd County Spartans in their black uniforms tonight. Those are the visiting uniforms. Ainsworth in their home white uniforms here this evening. They'll be going through the code of sportsmanship. As Shane, as we take a look out here, you can tell It's basically win or go home because the stands are packed here at McAndrew Gymnasium.
They are, Cody. It's great to see Boyd County traveling as good as they do. Like always, the hometown fans pack this place as well.
All right, yeah, band is out here playing for the ball. I remember when the band used to eat up a quarter of the stands.
When I was in high school, it took up the whole section next to the student section. Both of them would be full.
Well, you remember when right down the middle there was a separation of the wood bleachers, and the drummer sat in the middle of the gym. Now they sit over on the north side of the gym. But yeah, what a great crowd on hand for both teams, and best of luck to both for the right to move on to a district final and getting one step closer to the state basketball tournament. We have the national anthem and more coming up, folks. We'll be back with the tip-off from Lila McAndrew Gymnasium, Ainsworth, Boyd County, boys D1-7 sub-district final right here on KBRB.
Stop in and see Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Schrod, your State Farm insurance agent in Ainsworth.
Before you head out to your next destination, fuel up at Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth. And while in, make sure to fuel your body up with select sandwiches, snacks, candies, and beverages. They also have gift cards, too. Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth, is open Monday through Saturday.
Go ahead and improve with Tim's Construction. The Ainsworth Star-Journal offers a full line of printing services, and you can find them on the web. That's the Ainsworth Star-Journal, located on East Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Buckley Steel Incorporated of Ainsworth. Not only do they offer complete metal building construction for your every need, they also supply your crane needs with their 28-ton crane that can reach 152 feet with just a 15-minute setup. That's Buckley Steel of Ainsworth.
Shane, they're going through the starting lineups here for the Boyd County Spartans, and they'll have the Ainsworth Bulldogs, but I kind of peeked over our little perch here. We're opposite of the video stream, and we want to welcome you on the video stream, YouTube for Ainsworth Community Schools. And I looked over, and there's probably a pair of moms right here. One looks like wearing kind of a Hawaiian basketball shirt with Wyatt Heerman, number 40 on it, and the other one wearing one with Deacon Johnson's face on it, kind of a basketball-like Hawaiian shirt. So I think that's pretty neat.
That is, Cody. I got one of those shirts with my wife's picture all over
You
it.
do? All right. Well, that's pretty cool.
And I got one with a coworker, Dave Tice's picture on it.
That's kind of crazy. Well, we're glad to have you along here on KBRB Ainsworth, Nebraska. We're on AM 14, 106.3, and the web, kbrb.net. Again, joining you on the school's web stream. Glad to have it. And whoever wins will move on to a district final. Ainsworth, an outside chance if they lose to go in as a wild card. Did get a score update here. It is West Holt Huskies leading Summerlin Bobcats 40-32 after 3 quarters of play. And O'Neill St. Mary's is leading Stewart 44-30 after 3 quarters of play. Ainsworth, left to right in their white uniforms, red numbers and letters trimmed out in black. The Spartans of Boyd County, black uniforms, white numbers and letters trimmed out in black. It'll be Carter Nelson for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. And it looks like Darius Hansen coming out here for the Boyd County Spartans as we get ready to bring you D1-7 Subdistrict Finals from McAndrew Gymnasium. It's a packed one here at the MAC, and here we go as official. Get ready to pop this one up in the air. Mr. Aaron Kruger and company here in Ainsworth, Nebraska. And the ball is going to be controlled by nearly Boyd County. They might get this one, fight for it. Logan Strait will get a great hustle there by Charlie Adams.
A lot of hustle already, Cody. This is going to be a fun game to be here.
It's going to be a 2-3 zone here put on by the Spartans. Yeah, maybe even a triangle and 2, maybe. They're going to really face guard underneath McNally. Looking underneath, Appelt gets a free cut. Good ball movement. Ainsworth gets first point of the basketball game.
Nice
on a backdoor cut.
Nice look by Stradle to hit Appelt there for the easy bucket.
And now for the Spartans try to answer back. They can knock down threes. Here's a backdoor cut on the other side. Adams. Now kick it out to Hansen, guarded by Nelson. He's going to be shut down. Get it to Heerman. Andrew kind of slacking off. Heerman there a moment ago. Now Hansen again. Now looking for a screen. Now Appelt looking for a steal. Now a trap. Heerman outside. Hoffman for a 3 in the lead. Hangs on the rim. No good. Rebound. McNally with it. McNally with his first rebound. There's going to be a foul by Deegan Johnson from behind.
Could be the first foul of the game.
Tell you what, this is a team that buried 8 3-pointers against North Central, Shane, and a handy win in their last game over North Central, 63-51.
I believe in that game they had about 9 guys in the scoring column.
They did, too. Ainsworth up 2-0, 6:53 to go here in the first. We burn off the first minute. Appelt picks up his dribble, gets it to Nelson. Bounce pass, here's Appelt, fouled, and he goes in. Johnson has 2 fouls right off the get-go. I think if he stands in there, and I think that's what Coach Wright's telling him, if you stand in there, take the charge, but he was kind of iffy on what he wanted to do, but that's going to be 2 quick fouls. And we're going to see Isaac Jensen, the 6'2 sophomore, already check in 2 fouls, but Jensen will bring in some offensive shooting from beyond the arc.
He does. Cody Appelt misses it, and one opportunity.
And one opportunity, no good. Rebound, Adams has it. Now he's going to be trapped. And we're going to have a foul called, and I believe that's Jacob Held. And he's going to be called with the first foul.
I'm sure, yes, it is going to go on Held.
Yep. He just gave 2 thumbs up.
He did.
Yeah.
Number 11.
That's a new number 11. That's cool. I like that. So now 2 fouls on Boyd County, 1 on Ainsworth. Again, Appelt has 4 points for Ainsworth. Ainsworth 0 for 1 on the old-fashioned 3-point play. Boyd County with 6:35 to go here. We'll get this off to Jensen. Now into Hansen's hands. They're doing a little bit of switching here. The ball going to be stolen away. Stradle with the defense there. Nelson had it. Oh, he missed Stradle open there. Underneath. Now looking underneath. Held is open. He'll just pop from 6 up and good. Good find there by McNally. And Jacob Held, who hasn't scored much lately in the scoring column early, is we're going to see another guy, 6-foot junior Cash Sinclair, getting ready to check in for Boyd County. Ainsworth 6, Boyd County Spartans nothing. D1-7 sub-district final here. Jensen had a little trouble, gets it into the hands of Hansen. Got a mismatch here, does Hansen, with Held on him. Now they'll double team. Adams over to Jensen. He'll look to drive in. Ball poked loose. Now back out to Hoffman. Adams with it, guarded by McNally. Drives in. He traveled with, just slid a little bit on that pivot foot,
He
Shane.
did. Ainsworth doing a really good job in the switching man tonight. Most of the time they don't switch as good as they are early here tonight. 2
turnovers now for the Spartans. Snug on Ainsworth, your substitution. Sinclair does come in. Now you're going to see Heerman and Johnson on the bench. Have a little shoe tie for Logan Stradle. A little pause of the action here. They're just going to face guard McNally all night, it looks like here. Well, for a second that was anyway. And now, but Hoffman, he's quick. They're looking for a trap over on the right side. Ainsworth now down low to Appelt. Appelt over Sinclair, up and good. Trey Appelt has 6 of the Ainsworth 8. He's their leading scorer with 17. And it's 8-0 Ainsworth, 5:15 to go here in the first. Johnson trying to get some room. Now in the hands of Sinclair. Now driving in is Hansen. Nice move. Ainsworth went with the steal, and Hansen will get his first 2 of the game, and that stops a 8-0 run put on by the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Under 5 to go here in the first quarter. Jacob Held looking for somebody. Gets it to Appelt. Now to Held. Held fires from the free throw line. In and out, no good. But that's what Boyd County wants. They want a guy that doesn't shoot the ball very often to shoot the ball, and they got great defense there by Boyd County. Jensen with the basketball, now in the hands of Sinclair. Now back to Hansen, little spin move. His shot up over Appelt, no good. And that one looked like it was out of bounds. It was, couldn't hear the whistle. But again, they're on the Ainsworth defense. Hansen can knock that fadeaway down, but that you'd rather have that shot than a backdoor cut layup.
You would. Hansen is so handy. He can
yes.
stop and pop so quick, and he's got that nice fadeaway jump shot.
West Holt's lead down to 4, 40-36, with 6:07 to go over Summerlin. That one on FM 92.7. Ainsworth with the basketball. Get it to Appelt, looking for some cutters. Now Appelt looking to drive. He's going to take it in. Shot up and good. Appelt has 8 of Ainsworth 10. They're really trying to take McNally out of the game, but Appelt's taking it himself here.
He is. He did that Tuesday night in the first half as well.
Adams going to kick it out to Hoffman. Pump fake, and it's up for Hoffman. No good. Rebound pulled down by McNally. Boy, Schradel bent on the pump fake really hard there. He wanted that block shot. That's going to be a key, I think, Shane, a lot for both of these teams. Try not to block shots. McNally, tough shot. He's going to be fouled by Hoffman on the arm.
That'll be the first foul on Hoffman, the third team foul.
Hudson Hoffman, 5'8" junior, just the third foul on the Spartans. 2 of those early were called on Deegan Johnson. Ainsworth 0-1 at the charity stripe. And this free throw goes in for McNally, the leading free throw shooter for the Bulldogs. His first point of the game. Another one coming up for McNally here. Take it to a 10-point lead. It's up and good. McNally has his first 2 of the game. And Ainsworth up now 12-2, 10-point lead, their biggest of the game with 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Good ball handling here. Sinclair, left side, open for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hoffman. That is Adams. Sinclair gets another opportunity, no good. Rebound picked up by Appelt. Appelt nearly had it stolen away. We'll save it into the hands of McNally. Yeah, it's a triangle and 2, or a sagging man, because nobody's playing defense on Held right now. Now it's Appelt for a 3 right side. Holy cow, is this man on fire. The 11th point of the game and a West Plains Bank 3-pointer for Trey Appelt. He averages 17 points, 11 rebounds. He has 11 of the Ainsworth 15 with 2:42 to go. Hansen driving in. Shot up and good, and a foul on Logan Schradel.
It's going to be the first foul on Schradel, the second team foul.
If you're going to foul hard, especially if they're underneath like that, an and one opportunity. Darius Hansen has all 4 for the Spartans.
Make it 5.
And Ainsworth 13-point lead, trimmed back down to 10 at 15-5, and all 5 off the hands of Darius Hansen. 2:32 to go here in the first. Nelson guarded by Hansen to Schradel. Now a little bit more tighter man-to-man. Appelt getting kind of fancy with the dribble, gets it out to Schradel. Now to Held, nice little pump fake. And he's going to take it in. He's going to be fouled. That foul's going to go on Cash Sinclair. I don't know if I'm going to have to watch the video replay tonight. I don't know if Held lost his shoe on the block or why he was going up.
I guess I didn't see that part, but yeah, that was Cash Sinclair really wanted that block. Unfortunately, he got a lot of body with it.
Yeah, I think the block was good, where the ball was, Shane. I just think it was the body area. To the free throw line goes Jacob Held. This free throw is in and out, no good.
Ainsworth as a team is 2 of 4 now from the line.
Held is 50%. Team is 63% on the year. And another one coming up for Held. Ainsworth 2 of 4. This one is good. And Jacob Held has 3 points in the basketball game. And Ainsworth back up 11, 16-5. Ball going to be stolen away by Nelson. Nelson, a little crossover. His lay up no good, but he's hit in the back of the head. And the second foul now going to go on Cash Sinclair. And there's 2 players now in some foul trouble, Shane, here in the first quarter for the Boyd County Spartans.
There are. This is the first trip to the line for Nelson.
Ainsworth 3 of 5. This one is good. Now 4 of 6. Carter Nelson's first point of the game.
Wyatt Heerman checks back in for Cash Sinclair.
Yeah, 2 fouls on Deegan Johnson, 2 fouls on Cash Sinclair, and 5 team fouls with 2:04 to go in the first out of the Boyd County Spartans. This one by Nelson, also good. Give Carter his second free throw of the game, a second point of the game. And Ainsworth now back up by 13, their biggest margin at 18-5. Hansen with the basketball up top, guarded here by Schradel. Pull up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Schradel, and Ainsworth will have the basketball. Johnson got the shot he wanted, or excuse me, Hansen did. Here's Nelson with it, looking for the cutter. Appel guarded by Heerman, looking for a pick and a roll. Nelson has it, backs to Held. Shot from 8, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Hansen. And we're going to have a foul called on Carter Nelson.
That is, will be the first foul on Nelson. Only the third team foul for Ainsworth.
Have not had a jump ball yet. We may not see that here. They're going to be right on top of this one. I'm sure they don't want this one to get too out of hand here.
I'm guessing they're going to keep her under control tonight.
That is the second time Ainsworth tried reaching in for a jump ball, and their second foul. They have 3 team fouls, minute 14 to go. Adams up top to Jensen. Open for 3 is Adams, no good. Rebound. Boy, those were falling the other night, Shane.
They were.
They got a great offensive set. We'll go under a minute to go here in the first. Ainsworth up by 13, 18-5. Nelson lost the handle of the ball, gets it to Held. Appelt looks up at the scoreboard. He'll dribble a little bit to the right here. Now get it to Schradel. Nelson wants it over the top. Has the ability to get it there if he just throws it up over the top of him. They're trying to tell him to get him the ball. There it is to Nelson. Nelson, shot no good. Fight for a rebound. And it's going to go off of, looks like Boyd County, a great hustle there. And how about the defense there? Nelson wanted that ball numerous times. They got it there. The double team came, and they forced him to shoot a shot from behind the hoop.
Yeah, Cody, it ended up not being a very good look.
Here's McNally, open for a 3 in the corner. Looks strong, and it is. Rebound can be pulled down by Darius Hansen. Hansen. Ball can be poked away by Nelson. Carter with the basketball. He's going to have it poked away with 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Ainsworth turns it over. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. A little sloppy down the end in the last 30 seconds for both teams. Your score after 1 quarter of play on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard, Ainsworth 18, Boyd County Spartans 5.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency rooms to home care. Greater Sand Hills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
When you need to find a spot at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in the Conquest and roll on.
Ainsworth Auto Parts Carquest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices.
Healthy cattle are the foundation of a healthy food supply. Consistent growth has allowed BJOP feedlots to build trust with their customers, providing them with the ease of knowing their cattle are in great hands. Let BJOP feedlots of Ainsworth guide you in your cattle feeding and agricultural endeavors.
I'm Cody Gucci, Shane Kinnick joining us here. We get right ahead into the second quarter. Well, we'll tell you what, a big key here, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors for the Boyd County Spartans, Shane, is going to be find somebody to get in the scoring column outside Darius Hansen. He had all 5 of their points. He had a and one and another 2-pointer for 5.
Yeah, Cody, they're going to need to get some other guys knocking some buckets down. I do see Deegan Johnson back out here with his 2 fouls starting this quarter.
Hansen going to be left open for a 3. Short, no good. Rebound into the hand. Oh! Going to be off of Johnson. I think that, I know the Boyd County Spartans didn't want that, but McNally was held trying to get the reach in there, and he was held by Johnson.
He was.
And so they're going to call it off of him.
Foul called on Johnson, but they will just give the ball to Ainsworth.
You know, sometimes you see that. I kind of like that. They were both hustling for the ball.
Yep.
So Spartans will come up empty in their first possession. Here's a 3 left side for Carter Nelson. No good. Rebound, Deegan Johnson trying to get it. It's actually going to come out to the hands of Charlie Adams.
That's his 4th rebound of the game.
Again, a little bit of foul trouble in that first quarter for the Spartans. Here's Hoffman driving it back out to Hansen. Looking underneath to Heerman. His shot up. Nice play.
Take.
And a good take for Wyatt Heerman. And there's our key to the second quarter. Brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. Get the ball to and get somebody to score outside of Hanson. Heerman gets his first two. Here's a deep three by Appel. No good. Now, Ainsworth taking kind of a first shot there. It's 18-7, a chance to trim this down to single digits again for Boyd County. Hoffman with it. And 18-7. Ainsworth's biggest lead was 13 twice. Hanson, nice feed off to Heerman. And up and good. And it's a timeout called by Coach Jake Nelson as the lead cut down to 9, just like that. As Ainsworth led it by 13, now cut down to 9 on back-to-back buckets by Wyatt Heerman. We'll take a timeout. Back with more from McAndrew Gymnasium in a moment.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic, Dr. Kathy Heinrich, serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8 to noon on Friday in Ainsworth with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
But I tell you what, you only get a minute to make an adjustment in a basketball game at the break in between the first and second quarter, but what a great job by Coach Trevor Wright making an adjustment on the offense just in that 1 minute break there and get Wyatt Heerman. He has 4 points. Now Darius Hanson has 5. But you know what, Shane, that last possession for Ainsworth just went down there and just popped off with 3. But of course, the guy's been hot. Trey Appelt has 11 points.
Yeah, Cody, and Ainsworth, they'll do that from time to time. Then sometimes they'll sit there and be pretty prodigal about getting a shot off.
Appelt looking for some cutters, guarded by Johnson. Kicks it on out to Held. He'll get it over to Schradel. Now to Nelson. Nelson comes up in, good for a layup. His first points from the field. He has 2 free throws and a 2, give him 4. And that stops a 4-0 run by Boyd County Spartans as they got it down to 9. Now back up to 11 at 20-9. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Outside here is Adams driving in, and he's going to be, ooh.
They call it travel?
He called a travel. I thought he was pushed.
I did too. I was going to write down a foul on Held, but probably should have been a foul called there on Jacob.
Yeah. That was on our side. Of course, we're opposite of the camera, folks. Ainsworth up 20-9, looking to regain the lead here by their biggest margin of 13. Handed off to Held, back to Schradel. Off to Held. Held back to Schradel. Just having one guy guard 2 players.
Yeah.
Jump stop. Appelt shot no good. Good defense. And quickly ahead. Ainsworth gets a turn. Oh, Ainsworth nearly. Good thing there. That could have been an over and back possibility on the Bulldogs, but good steal by Schradel. As Hanson got the steal, or the rebound, excuse me, and then tried kicking it ahead. Shot up no good. Ainsworth gets it to Held. Back out to Nelson. I'd have to kick a guy in like Chris Fernandez or a Witten Painter who can shoot the 3 and change it up a little bit. Here's Logan Schradel. Ainsworth is playing catch now. Held in and out, no good. Rebound Nelson. Nelson, a little turnaround jumper up and good off the glass. His 6th point of the game. But right now, there's 2 players that aren't producing offense. Held does have 3 points, though. But they're just allowing one guy to guard 2, Shane. We might see an adjustment coming up a little bit later on.
Yes, sir.
Hanson for 3. Thought it was in. Boy, that had all the makings. And again, those were falling Tuesday night against North Central.
And Boyd County's got it figured out that Ainsworth with its switching man, they can get Hanson, get Carter Nelson away from him. All they got to do is have a couple picks, and he's getting some better looks.
Nelson, turn around from 6, up and in. Back-to-back buckets. Nelson now has 8. And Ainsworth up 24-9. Biggest lead of the game here for the Bulldogs. They put a little run together now. Ball going to be stolen away by Jacob Held. Held the other end. Mach 1, left-handed layup and good. Jacob Held. Hey, he goes, you know what, radio guy? Be quiet. I can score. And he does. 26-9 now after Boyd County come out and scored the first 4 of this quarter. Ainsworth now has put up 8 in a row, 8-0 run. Hanson guarded by Held. Now they're going to get it out into the hands of Adams. Hanson looking to drive in, has the ball stripped. Ainsworth can't save it yet. and it's going to be saved by the Spartans. Hanson outside. Hoffman needs a three. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Nelson. 26-9 Bulldogs now here. As Nelson wants a straightaway three, no good. Deegan Johnson, great box out and a rebound. We're going to go down to 3:05 to go, actually 3:06 to go in the first half. After a 4-0 start to the second quarter, Ainsworth has answered back on an 8-0 run, and in our D1-7 Subdistrict Final from Lila McAndrew Gymnasium, Ainsworth 26, Boyd County 9, 3:06 to go in the half.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRAs. Contact Angie Davis, Farm Bureau Financial Services, located on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Viera Wireless is your one-stop shopping destination for all of your communication needs. Whether you're looking for cell phone, accessories, home internet service, or home phone service, Viera has you covered with the lowest rates and the best coverage in the industry. Stop on down at our store at the corner of Highway 20 and Main and Ainsworth. Viera Wireless, we are where you are.
Score update, West Holt lets one slip. They were up 40-32 after three. Summerlin outscores West Holt 17-5 in the fourth quarter. Summerlin over West Holt 49-45. And O'Neill St. Mary's defeats Stewart 58-40. Here's a backdoor cut. Jensen shot up, no good. Rebound. Nice set play there. Shane out of the timeout.
It was, and it was a pretty good look.
Jacob held left-handed layup, no good on the other side. Rebound can be pulled down by Charlie Adams.
That's his sixth rebound in the first half.
Spartans need an answer bad. 2:35 to go here in the second. Down 26-9. How about a three? No good, but a putback is up and good on a rebound in the air by Cash Sinclair. Off the missed three, I believe, by Adams.
That's how you take the Ainsworth bigs out of it. You just catch that rebound and put it back up before you come down.
That stops an 8-0 Ainsworth run. Pass down low. Appelt on the cut. Misses it underneath. Wide open. Good look. And a rebound. Spartans now trying to get a little run going here. Hanson with a pull-up runner. 10-footer, no good. Appelt all over. He went right over the top of his own teammate to get that one. Appelt gets it to Nelson. Now to McNally. Nice job closing down there with Charlie Hudson Hoffman, that is. Boyd County Spartan fans yelling air ball. You're talking to a kid that averages 17 points a game. He don't miss much.
The Ainsworth student section pointing to the scoreboard when they yell that. Gotta love high school
I love
kids.
high school sports. Here's the ball in the hands of Hudson Hoffman. Looks to take Nelson to the hoop. Now get it out to Jensen. Now back out to Hoffman. Logan Schradel needs a little help on Hanson. He'll get it here. Sinclair looks to drive in. His shot, foul. Appelt. But again, that's just getting beat on a hustle play. Trying to just get the block shot was Appelt.
They give this to Schradel.
Oh, they give it to Schradel?
Yes, that'll be his second.
Okay. But that again is, even if you're switching, you got to switch high-low. Free throws up and good for Cash Sinclair. His first made free throw, and Boyd County is 2 for 2 at the line. There is Fernandez coming in for Schradel. Going to give him some offense, definitely.
Yes, and Fernandez plays pretty good defense, too.
Little 3-0 run put on here by the Spartans. Free throw no good. Rebound pulled down by Nelson. Take us to minute 20 to go in the half. Jacob held. Now into the hands of Appelt and McNally. Great defense playing here by Hudson Hoffman, especially on McNally. Oh, McNally a little shot up off the glass. That's just tough. Yeah. That air ball turned into one of the toughest shots in high school basketball and made by Trey McNally. He has 2 free throws and a 2 for his 4th point as we go under a minute to go here in the half, Shane. 28-12, Ainsworth up by 16. Hanson again guarded here by Nelson. Good. There's the defense I was talking about. You got to slide high on the switch. And now Ainsworth is finding that out. There is underneath. Shot up and good, and a foul. Adams got it that time.
He did.
Adams with his first 2.
Going to go unheld. Going to be his second.
You know what I like about tonight, Shane? They're kind of letting them play, but both teams are kind of hands off. And about the only fouls we're seeing is when somebody's taking up a shot.
Yep.
This free throw is no good by Adams. Adams does become the fourth player in the scoring column after Darius Hansen had the only points in the first quarter for the Spartans. Here's McNally again. And as soon as I say that, he had a pickpocket, grabs it right back up, and good for McNally on his 6th point with 19 seconds to go.
Out of his hands between Isaac Jensen's legs, and McNally picked it back up and made the bucket.
Hansen with it, looking to drive. Little step back shot over Nelson. No good. 6 seconds to go for Ainsworth. Does Appelt know how much time's left? He dribbles behind the back. He fires a three, and he is not going to make it. I thought the official blew the whistle. I thought I heard a whistle. He put a hands up for three, but nope. It was a three fired at the buzzer, and it's no good. And we put 1 quarter in the books. Actually, 1/2 in the books. In the D1-7 Subdistrict Final from Lila McAndrew Gymnasium, Ainsworth, Nebraska. The number 1 seed taking on the 3 seed in this one. Ainsworth Bulldogs 30, Boyd County Spartans 14. Our halftime stats coming up.
Quality care for quality cattle. At RK Cattle Company of Long Pine, they have the facilities and equipment to meet the ever-changing needs of the cattle feeding industry. Call Ryan Ortner to learn more at RK Cattle Company, phone 402-273-4424.
At GrowVantage, we know high performance when we see it. It's not just agronomics and hybrids to us. It's making every farm and every farmer more successful. For your Pioneer hybrid seed, water management services, and crop consultation, go with GrowVantage, just east of Ainsworth.
Quality Construction, Posel Construction of Long Pine, a family-owned business specializing in all forms of general contracting. They're your local dealer for Pella Windows. Matt and Jess Posel, call 402-273-2929. If you have a demand for concrete, call on Ainsworth Ready Mix to get your project started. Residential, commercial, or industrial concrete jobs, they're committed to providing quality products at an affordable price at Ainsworth Ready Mix, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW, LLC, and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers.
There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to planning for your people. Peterson Asset Protection Group understands that your financial goals are unique, and your needs are going to change at varying stages of your life. Peterson Asset Protection Group can help you tailor a financial plan that meets your unique needs.
Whether high school, college, or the pros, the game is always on at the 402 Bar on Main Street in Ainsworth. Check out the game in the high-definition 86-inch screens. Not a bad seat in the house. At the 402 Bar, Main Street in Ainsworth.
Well, the Ainsworth dance team out there performing, and at the half, it is the Ainsworth Bulldogs up 30-14. And we talked about a key to the second quarter, getting somebody besides Darius Hansen in the scoring column, and they did just that. They will pick up 9 points in the second quarter. Darius Hansen will be held scoreless. He's being guarded here tonight by 6'5" senior Carter Nelson. A little bit tougher task, but I bet Darius will find himself some room and knock down some shots, and that's going to be key when Lori Delmont gets us a shooting chart. We're going to see that shooting chart really favor the Bulldogs in that first half. Boyd County Spartans knocked down a lot of shots Tuesday night here against North Central, but those open threes have not fallen. In fact, there's only been one made three in the game, and it was Trey Appelt's 11th point of the first quarter. He was held scoreless in that second quarter. Let's go ahead and take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by the Tri-County Bank. Here's Shane Kinnick.
All right, Cody, turnover-wise, Ainsworth couldn't do much better. They only had one in the first half. Boyd County was 7. Rebounding-wise was probably, if you look at it on paper, closer than what you would think. Ainsworth with 14, 12 for the Spartans. Free throw line, Boyd County got 2 of 3, Ainsworth 5 of 7. Down the list, for Boyd County, I have Cash Sinclair off the bench, 3 points. He goes 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. Darius Hansen, 5 points. He goes 1 of 1 from the line, 2 rebounds. Charlie Adams, 2 points. He goes 0 for 1 from the line, 6 rebounds. Deegan Johnson got in foul trouble early there. Didn't play a lot of the first quarter, came back in the second. He had 2 rebounds. Wyatt Heerman, they got some couple good looks for him late in the half, give him 4 points. For the Bulldogs, McNally, I got him 6 points, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds. Jacob Held, 5 points, he goes 1 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds. Logan Tradle with a rebound. Carter Nelson, give him 8 points, he goes 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds. And Appelt, 11 points, goes 0 for 1 at the line and 3 rebounds. Your foul trouble on each team for Boyd County, you got 2 on Sinclair, 2 on Deegan Johnson, 1 on Hoffman. And for Ainsworth, you got 2 on Held, 2 on Tradle, and 1 on Nelson.
Shooting percentages, here's what we have for you, and I thought it was going to be quite a difference in this one here. Boyd County Spartans, Shane, 6 of 11 from 2 for 55%, 0 of 10 from threes. They are 6 of 21 from the field. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, 11 of 19 from twos for 58%, and they are 1 of 7 for 14%. Ainsworth is 12 of 26 from the field. Halftime stats being brought to you by the Tri-County Banks. Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance, go local for all your home needs. Tri-County Bank, TCB Mortgage will help you get into the home of your dreams because they aren't just lenders, they're neighbors. Stop by the Tri-County Bank in Stewart, Atkinson, Bastrop, O'Neill, or visit tcbhomemortgage.com to get started building your future together. Tri-County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. At the half, Ainsworth at home in the D1-7 Subdistrict Final leads Boyd County 30-14.
For all of your livestock or grain hauling needs, call on Thad Jones Trucking of Ainsworth. Well-maintained trucks and trailers, skilled, reliable, and experienced drivers. Thad Jones Trucking. Phone 402-760-1964.
Red and White Market is your local community connection for high-quality food, friendly service, and great prices. Make sure to grab a delicious, piping hot lunch. The deli starts serving at 11:30 weekdays. You can have it to stay or to go from Red and White Market on Highway 20 in Ainsworth.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Brown County Tire, their sales and service teams go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service and oil changes, call on Brown County Tire in Ainsworth. Phone 402-387-0203.
Great yields start with the right seed. If you're looking for more when you buy seed, if world-class genetics and a seed rep with an unwavering commitment is important to you, go with Sherm Gucci and Hogemeyer. The right seed. 402-760-2172.
Well, it looks like we could be down to maybe one. Team in up to get, but earlier tonight it was Summerlin winning the 4th game of the year against West Holt. They played for, their 3rd win in 4 tries. Summerlin defeats West Holt 49-45 as Summerlin outscores West Holt 17-5 in the final 4th quarter. Wow, what defense Summerlin must have played. They win that one to move on to a district final in the Class C2-9 sub there. And O'Neill St. Mary's at home in their D2 sub defeated Stewart 58-40 and will advance on to a sub-district final. Classes C and D will either play Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday. And depending on if you're within 180 miles or not, the highest seed will host. If you're over 180 miles, you go to a neutral site, Shane.
Yeah, Cody, and that's a good deal. Hopefully, if Ainsworth can pull out the win here tonight, I believe, if my calculations are right, they might get somebody that's within that 180 miles and get to play at home again.
And the other thing is, I think they put into the minutes of the NSAA that it might be now, it don't matter what, because you see a lot of smaller schools in the D ranks that may be over towards Lincoln and the other one over there by Scotts Bluff, and there's no chance, even if you're the highest point, to ever host. So I think they're taking a look at that, and they might change that to the highest seed going to host a district final in all classes maybe next year. Well, look, go ahead.
You said Saturday, Monday, or Tuesday, and then you sit for a long time before you get to Lincoln and actually play a game.
Which sometimes ain't bad, which if you're Ainsworth Bulldogs, you may get somebody like a Morgan Kinney back.
You could.
And so it all depends on how things happen. This one's not over by a long way, Shane.
No.
We'll switch ends, and we'll come back with the third quarter in a moment. Again, after 2 quarters of play, Ainsworth 30, Boyd County 14.
Think of the Bulldogs every time you swipe your card with Union Bank and Trust Bulldog debit card. It's a perfect way to show off your Bulldog pride wherever you use your card, at home or away. Union Bank and Trust, you belong here. Member FDIC.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Ainsworth basketball to start the third quarter of play, up 16. That has been their biggest lead of the game. And Shane, some keys to the second half here is for Boyd County, don't allow those 8-0 runs. Of course, I know they're not trying to, but that's a big key.
Yeah, try and keep Ainsworth in check. And Ainsworth, they're going to have to move on this tough defense to get open, get some open looks.
And the other thing is make sure to stay out of foul trouble, both teams. Going to get Ainsworth down low to Nelson, double team, gets it off to Schradel. He won't shoot it from 6. Underneath, Nelson looking for Appelt. Appelt looks to drive in. Shot up over here, up and good. That's just great defense. There's not much you can do, but that's the first point since the first quarter for Trey Appelt. The 6'4 senior now has 13. He was held scoreless in the second. Ainsworth will extend it to their biggest lead here. Great feed underneath there to Heerman.
Wide open, Appelt playing off of him, and it cost him 2 points.
Yeah, that's just it. You just can't lay off a lot of players out there, especially the big. Here is a 3 on the way for McNally, no good. Hanson just skies up in the air and picks that one out of the air. 32-16 Dogs here. Going to get it up top to Hanson. Nelson trying to guard him, trying to pump fake. Now to Johnson. Adams kicks it out to Deegan. Deegan needs some help here. Ball batted. Tipped away and stolen away by the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Now Schradel with it. He'll hand it off to Nelson. Appelt behind the back looking for some help. And he's going to take it up. He's going to be fouled, and that's Heerman getting the foul.
That'll be his first foul. Appelt's 0 for 1 from the line in the first half.
Ainsworth still with the 16-point lead, Shane, but I like the Spartans' defense. Say, you know what, Jacob Held, Logan Schradel, try to beat us or try to beat us down low. That free throw by Appelt's no good. He's 0 for 2 at the charity stripe. Ainsworth now 9 free throws in the basketball game unofficially. 5 of 9, I believe. 10th one of the game. This one also no good. 0 for. He goes Appelt from the line, and it remains 32-16.
Appelt typically shoots pretty well from the charity stripe.
Yeah, Appelt averaging 64% from the line. 0 for 3 here tonight.
I think he was a little better than that on Tuesday night, so he's got to bring that average back down.
Deegan Johnson trying to drive in, gets it off to Hoffman. Hudson looking. Guarded here by Schradel. We'll go down to 6. 0-5 to go in the third. And Adams is going to, we're going to have a moving screen by Deegan Johnson. That's going to be his third.
That is his third.
Substitutions already. Heerman and Johnson out. In will come Jensen and Sinclair. 6:03 to go in the third, 32-16. And again, that's the third foul we mentioned on Deegan Johnson. How about this? Somebody on the Boyd County, it looks like maybe one of the Lechtenberg girls pulling out the Butte Wildcat uniforms. Ball going to be stripped out of the hands of Appelt. Now in the hands of Jensen, a foul on Ainsworth. And that is going to be on Jacob Held. Ainsworth's getting a little bit of reckless on the offensive set here.
They are, and that's going to be the third foul on Held. So we're going to see Fernandez come in for him.
And again, I think that you might lose some rebounding and some speed, but you're going to bring in some offense. Both teams have a foul. In fact, Boyd County has 2 here. And a chance for them to trim it here underneath that 16-point deficit. Yeah, and here is Adams taking it up, left-handed, got right past Fernandez. That's going to be the big key right there, is if Fernandez can't play the defense, Held might have to come off the bench. And that for Adams is his 4th point of the game. Shot no good by Nelson. Rebound Appelt. He's going to be fouled, and I believe that's now 3 fouls going to go on Cash Sinclair.
That is going to be the third foul on Sinclair. Send Appel back to the line. He just went 0 for 2.
I have him 0 for 3 on the game. He missed one back in the first.
He did.
Up and good here. He's got 14 points on his first made free throw. Ainsworth now looks like unofficially 6 of 11. We'll have our end of the game stats coming up for you. Ainsworth pushes it up to 15. Again, their biggest lead has been 16, and this one is up and good. 15th point of the game for Trey Appel. He had 11 in the first quarter, Shane.
He did. Took the second quarter, did not score in the second quarter.
34-18, Ainsworth. Going to get this one out into the hands of Adams. He gets his man up in the air, and there's a foul from behind, I believe, on Logan Schradel again.
I believe that'll be the third one on Schradel.
And again, it's all about how hard you come down. Nope, they're going to give that one to
McNally. Going to be his first. Charlie Adams went 0 for 1 from the line in the first half. This is his first trip here in the second half.
5:09 to go in the third. This free throw off the back iron, no good. Adams has 4 points, 0 for 2 at the line. Back to the free throw line we go for Charlie Adams, a 5'10 sophomore. This one in and out, no good. Rebound going to be pulled down by Ainsworth. And that's going to be Appel. He's going to be getting himself close towards the end of this game for another double-double.
He will. That's only his fifth
Appel
rebound.
double team, but then he goes right up over the double team. And Sinclair had to stay on the floor, Shane, with his foul trouble.
He does.
Appel averages 17 points, 11 rebounds a game. He has those 17 points and what, about 5 rebounds?
Yep.
Wide open. Here's Sinclair underneath. Shot no good. Altered by McNally, and Fernandez with the rebound.
McNally got up there high trying to alter that shot, and it worked.
Sinclair wide open, missed that one. Good defense here by Hudson Hoffman. They're playing a little bit more defense on Fernandez, you can see here. Here's an underneath cut by Fernandez, shot up and good. They just bait and wait for the backdoor cut. Fernandez, who had 13 in the game against Niobrara Verdigris, has his first 2, and Ainsworth has their biggest lead of the game. 38-18, a 20-point advantage, and we're going to have a foul on the floor.
That'll be the third one on Schradel.
So Ainsworth used to playing out of the Southwest Conference, and everything that both teams are doing, they've been allowed to do in Southwest Conference. But I like the way it is, and it's called both ways, both teams, both ways, Shane.
Yep,
I like the way it's being called. I really do.
Figure out how and what they're going to let you get away with.
Nobody's getting black and blue arms. Nice reverse layup in there for Cash Sinclair on the inbounds. Boyd County answers back after Ainsworth went on a little bit of a run. Schradel down to Nelson. Back to Schradel, right side, made it. Nice cut by Logan Schradel, first 2. 6 players in the scoring column now for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Hanson pass underneath Sinclair, ball ripped out of there by McNally. Quickly ahead, Fernandez. Not a dunk, but a left-handed layup.
You betcha.
We're used to seeing guys break away and dunk it.
Haven't seen one the whole game.
42-20, Dogs up by their biggest margin, 22 with 3:20 to go here in the third. Hanson trying to work on Nelson. Shot blocked. And then off of Hoffman.
Nelson couldn't quite get to the rebound to grab it. He swatted at it, and it went off of Nelson's leg out of bounds.
And that's going to prompt a timeout by head coach Trevor Wright with 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Ainsworth 42, Boyd County 20 here at Lila McAndrew Gymnasium, site of the boys D1-7 Subdistrict Final.
Ainsworth Feed Processing is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again, putting our local area first and feeding the world. Depend on the pros when it comes to customer satisfaction and fair prices on electrical and heating, ventilation, and air conditioning work. Call on Pro Electric and HVAC of Ainsworth. Trent Kinney, 402-382-5535.
Well, again, we're at the D1-7 Subdistrict Final. You know, Shane, want to say congrats to all from the area that went off to state wrestling and brought medals back, including Jolyn Pozell, a silver medal runner-up for that junior. Has a chance maybe at gold, but a 3-time medalist now for the Ainsworth Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, Cody, she had a heck of a season. I think, what'd she have, 3 or 4 losses at
Just
all?
3, including the last one to the state champ who had 0. All right, Ainsworth basketball out of the timeout. Boyd County has 3 left. Ainsworth has 4. 3:10 to go in the third. Ainsworth up 42-20. Get this one out to McNally. Good cover by Hudson Hoffman. Pull up by McNally. That's just tough to guard. And he buries about a 12-footer for his 8th point of the game. Hoffman played about as good a defense as you could play, Shane.
He did, Cody. There's not much you can do on those.
Now on the other end, he blows right past his defender. Got past Schradel and got to step in for the layup. His first 2 points of the game.
That's the 5th player in the scoring column for Boyd County.
Nelson driving in. Layup up and good. He wanted the dunk, but he didn't. He had somebody underneath. He had to go away from the charge. And that for Nelson is his first point of the third quarter. He now has 10. And Ainsworth up 46-22 and a foul on the Bulldogs.
It's going to go on Nelson, trying to reach around, knock the ball out.
And again, you're just going to have to keep your composure. Like I said, Ainsworth used to playing in that Southwest Conference, and the one-handed checks are being called. If you displace somebody, I always say it's a foul no matter what. I don't care if you have a pinky on them. Hoffman, right side to Adams. They have yet to make a 3. Will it be now? Hanson with it, guarded by Nelson. Goes over to Jensen. Now a little switch here. Jensen has the ball dribbled right off of Schradel's foot. Schradel was wanting to play straight up face guard. Now Sinclair drive in. Ball stripped by Appel. 1:59 to go in the third quarter. Ainsworth up 46-22. And we're going to dribble out here towards the top of the half-court marker. Now towards the center goes Appel. Looking to McNally. He'll look to drive in again. Ooh!
Oh.
Yep.
That's going to be 4 on Sinclair. That was big old swat at that one, knocking McNally down.
The swat was so hard, the official went in to make sure there was no altercations afterward. I'm sure we weren't going to see that, but the 4th foul now going to go on Sinclair.
McNally went 2 of 2 in the first half. That's his first trip this half.
This one in and out, no good.
And we're going to see Deegan Johnson check in for Sinclair with his 4 fouls.
He has 4 fouls.
Deegan has 3.
Oh, Keegan, yeah, he has 3, sorry. He had 2 at the half, not 3. Another one here for McNally, a bullet. He usually doesn't shoot it like that. No good, rebound pulled down by the Spartans. Clock will go down to 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. And here's Hoffman, another layup. This one. Oh, and then Fernandez has the ball stripped out of his hand on the rebound. Johnson shot up, no good. Rebound in the hands of the Bulldogs. Nelson. McNally for a West Plains Bank three-pointer. Well, if you can't make a free throw, step out there about 19 feet and bury one, young man. 11th point of the game for the 5'9 senior. And Ainsworth now up 49-22. The ball nearly stolen away by the Bulldogs. Here is Nelson. He has the ball stripped right out of his hands by Hanson. Here is a 2-on-3 for the Spartans. Kick it out to Deegan. Johnson. Now to Jensen. His shot for 3, no good. Boy, Shane, they shot so well against North Central from beyond the arc and made 8 of those in the game. They had, what did we say in the first half?
They were 0 for
10. Backdoor cut, bad pass, picked up by Hanson. Nelson tried going to backdoor bounce pass and it hit the legs of Hanson. We go to 36 seconds to go here in the third, and here's Hanson getting by everybody on the Ainsworth team. They just let him go in for the layup, and Hanson has his first 2 points of the game since the first quarter. Give him 7.
He does.
And that's going to stop a nice little run by the Bulldogs here. We go down to 18 seconds to go here. Schradel with the basketball. We're in the third quarter. Get it out to Nelson with 9. Appelt with 6. Little pump fake. Kicks out to Fernandez with 3. Down to 2. Turn around from 8 foot for Appelt at the buzzer is good. Trey Appelt, the 6'4 senior, picks up his 19th point of the basketball game, and after 3 quarters of play, the Ainsworth Bulldogs are 1 quarter away from going to a district final, but they have the Boyd County Spartans in their way. Right now, it is Ainsworth 51, Boyd County 24 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Nebraska beef. It's what's for dinner. Miles Feedlot, Mark and Haley Miles, are proud to support Ainsworth Community School students moving forward in academics, athletics, fine arts, and organizations. Go Bulldogs!
The Munn-Hink Agency has been providing quality insurance protection to area individuals, families, and businesses for over 60 years. For quality coverage and fair rates, visit your trusted choice agent of the Sandhills, the Munn-Hink Agency in Ainsworth.
Welcome back to the MAC. It's Lila McAndrew Gymnasium as we get ready to head to the fourth quarter in the D1-7 Subdistrict Final. I'm Cody Gucci, Shane Kinnick joining us here. Ainsworth led 18-5 after one, 30-14 at the half, and they put up 21 points there, Shane, in that third quarter, outscore Boyd County 21-10. That's going to be the best quarter for Boyd County, but Ainsworth fired off 21.
It is, Cody, but Ainsworth also, they had one turnover in the first half, and they had 4 in the third quarter, so.
Ainsworth will have Boyd County will have the basketball here to start and try to chip away at this 51-24 Ainsworth advantage here. Ainsworth will bring Jacob Held back in. Here's Hansen for a three. In and out, no good. And a rebound into the hands of Carter Nelson. That was halfway down, Shane. I tell you what, sometimes when it's not your evening or day, it's just not your evening or day.
It isn't.
Wow, great look. Look good. He averages 19 a game, has 7. Logan Schradel to Nelson. Back to Schradel. And he'll try getting it down low, and it's stolen away there by Hoffman. And that's just one of those things, Shane, where maybe not confident on the offensive side of things, trying to get it to one of your big three, which is Nelson, Appelt, and McNally, who all average nearly 17 points a game.
Yeah, Cody, and Schradel, he got the ball down low, but he had double coverage just trying to get it out of there.
Deegan Johnson shot no good. Rebound off the hand of Kierman.
We're going to see Isaac Jensen and Cash Sinclair come back in.
Minute and 1 went by, and they're in right now.
Hierman and Johnson out. Fernandez in. Nelson out.
Carter Nelson's going to come out. That don't happen very often.
No.
Don't know if he tweaked his back a little bit or not. We shall see. Or if anything happened, maybe just give him a little bit of a break, too. Ainsworth up 51-24. 17-point advantage here. Their biggest lead. Excuse me, I said 17. Here's a take by McNally.
Going to have a foul on the floor.
How about a 27-point lead, Shane? My math sometimes when it gets past
this foul's going to go on Hoffman. Going to be his second.
Got to get my calculator out here once it gets past about 5 o'clock. Fernandez with the basketball. Now into the hands of McNally. They're up top. Trying to do a little bit more trapping here are the Spartans.
They are. They're coming clear up to half-court line.
Ainsworth just basically draining a lot of clock here with 27 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to have to go to man. I think that's what Coach Trevor Wright's been yelling. I can hear him in my right ear. Go down to Appelt. Appelt, little jump hook up and good. He's done that tonight over now 3 different players, maybe even 4. That one, Hansen had great defense. Little jump hook from 6. Here's Hoffman, just blows right past his defender. And it's up and good. He's been able to do that here tonight against the Ainsworth Bulldogs when the bigs ain't on him. And that is Hoffman picking up the bucket for Charlie, just his 4th point of the game. All 4 here in the third quarter. Timeout going to be called by Boyd County. We'll take one with them. 6:09 to go in the fourth quarter. 53-26. Ainsworth leads Boyd County.
Sandhills Animal Health Care Center of Ainsworth. Dr. Cherie Stephen for all your animal health care, large to small animals and family pets. Call Dr. Cherie Stephen at Sandhills Animal Health Care Center, located 1 mile east and a half mile south of Ainsworth.
The TK Angus annual bull and female sale is held the first Monday of December. We specialize in long-aged yearling Angus bulls. We also offer bulls for sale at private treaty in the spring. To learn more, check out our website at tkangus.com.
Looks like timeout going to be called and a full court press going to be put on here as Carter Nelson checks back in. Logan Schradel with the basketball. He's going to come across. He's going to be trapped. Gets it off to Nelson. Nelson off to Held. Jump stop. Up and good. Well, Ainsworth broke the press. Got a 2 for Jacob Held. His 7th point of the game. His first 2 of the second half. Hoffman for a 3. And it won't fall again. Shane, we had a great angle on that one. It just wouldn't fall.
Looked good from here.
55-26. Ainsworth with the basketball. Boyd County trapping as much as they can, but not able to get the traps right now. Ainsworth gets it off into Nelson, and he's fouled. Will go to the line.
This foul's going to go on Hanson. Going to be his first.
But Hanson was up there trapping Nelson clear up top left, and then Nelson just got a quick step and got past Hanson. But when you have to cover somebody basically 50, 60 feet, that's a lot to ask of one guy.
Yeah, it is, Cody.
Free throw good by Carter. Carter had 8 points in the first half. Had a 2 in the third quarter. Now a free throw, giving him 11 in the game. And Ainsworth's lead is 30. Still 30 after this one's missed. Rebound going to be pulled down by Isaac Jensen. Now Hanson trying to slice and dice. And he is going to be fouled in an and one.
Tragan McNally going to pick up his
I was laughing at McNally. Kind of looked like, I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was actually trying not to get a foul there.
Trying to stay out of the way a little bit.
But I tell you what, any contacts have been called tonight. And like I said, I like it. I definitely do not dislike it.
Trey Appelt checks back in for Stradle.
So an and one opportunity for Hanson, who has 9 points. He had 5 points in the first quarter, a 2 in the third, and now looking for his third point here. 78% free throw shooter up and good. He has 3 points now in the fourth, and 10 points for Darius Hanson. Nelson across the timeline. Going to kick this one out to McNally. 5:15 to go in the fourth. 56-29. Nelson going to take it in. Left-handed layup up and good. Give him his 13th point of the game, closing in. You would think on the double-double, but here's Hoffman the other end. No good. Tip no good by Sinclair. Rebound, Appel. And Shane, you only have 6 rebounds for Appel and 5 for Nelson in this one.
Yep. 6 for McNally.
And here's a shot up, no good. A rebound put back by Nelson, dunks it home. Fernandez missed a little chip shot to come off the front of the iron, and Nelson puts it home for his 15th point of the game. And now we got another foul on the Bulldogs. Both teams now with 2 fouls with 4:37 to go in the fourth. Ainsworth up by 31.
This is the third foul on Nelson.
60-29. Substitution, Schradel going to come in for McNally, give him a little bit of a break. Who's going to shoot the three? They're setting up a screenplay here. Oh, they're going to get it to Jensen. Pump fake, shot up. Over Nelson, up and good. Nice take for Isaac Jensen, the 6'2 sophomore. His first 2 points of the game. And the 6th player of the scoring column for the Boyd County Spartans makes it 60-31. Ainsworth, 4:31 to go in the game. Timeout, a full one, called by Coach Trevor Wright. And the Boyd County Spartans down to 1 timeout left with 4:31 to go. And the Spartans trail Ainsworth 60-31 here in the fourth.
I am April Good, Associate Broker with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers, specializing in farm, ranch, and recreational sales as well as residential property. With my office in Ainsworth, I'm here to help sellers and buyers like you make the most of your move.
Your go-to choice for ag and industrial steelwork is Winters Millwright in Ainsworth. Evan Winters has over 2 decades of experience and an expert team who are proud to offer construction, machinery installation, maintenance, repairs, and innovative solutions.
Well, Shane, as we come back to McAndrew Gymnasium here on KBRB AM 14-106.3, the web, kbrb.net, and the school's YouTube channel. The Spartans found a little bit here in that third and now fourth quarter, but Ainsworth has just been able to put up, of course, more points. But I like the take. Charlie Hoffman's been able to take it now in there. We just saw Isaac Jensen take it in there. And seen some guys now, the guards beginning to pick it up. But right now, a 29-point deficit with 4:31 to go here in this final period. Ainsworth with the basketball in the hands of Nelson. Guarded here by Sinclair. Looks to take Sinclair to the hoop. Looking for a cutter, and Ainsworth just kicks it right back out. Appelt now looks to go. His shot can be blocked by Hanson, and a rebound going to be pulled down by Jensen. Now numbers 3-on-2 for Boyd County. Hoffman pump fake, drives in, kicks it out to Darius for 3. Finally got one to go. And the final timeout going to be called by the Boyd County Spartans with 3:59 to go They trail 60-34, but a three-pointer finally falls for the Boyd County Spartans. Shane, they were 0 for 10 in the first half, and they're probably 1 of 9 or something like that in the second half. And 13 points now for Darius Hansen. So we're going to take a timeout, come back to the MAC right after this timeout.
Scott Rosichka with Soother's Feed, a second-generation nutrition-first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products from everything from mineral to cubes, custom feeds, consultations, heifer development programs, seed stock supplier programs, we can do it all. That's Scott Rosichka with Soother Feeds, 402-358-2083.
Earlier tonight, Summerlin outscores West Holt 17-5 of the fourth quarter to come from behind. Summerlin defeats West Holt for the third time in 4 tries this year in the C2-9 Subdistrict Final. Summerlin 49, West Holt 45. And St. Mary's defeats Stewart 58-40. We have just under 4 to go here in this one. And Ainsworth has the basketball across the timeline in the hand of Carter Nelson. They're looking to trap him. Get it to Schradel. Back to Nelson. Not even looking to shoot. Now he'll turn the ball over underneath. Turnover. He thought he had a man open, and it was a Boyd County Spartan there. Still a 26-point game. Now Nelson with the steal. Off to Schradel. Dumps it off to Nelson. Reverse layup will go in. Nelson wanted it up high on the rim. He wanted that dunk. 17th point for Carter Nelson. Hoffman driving again, shut down by Appelt. Now to Sinclair from 10. Hangs on the rim. No good. Rebound. Hansen. Shot up, no good. Altered by Appelt. Ball loose. Appelt with the rebound. And now he'll just throw it off of Hansen's leg as Hansen had him trapped.
Going to see Ryan Salzman and Tregan McNally come in for Carter Nelson and Trey Appelt.
You're going to see 6'5" and 6'4" go out. 5'9" and 5'6" come in.
Hey.
And they're pressing here with 3:16 to go. Are the Spartans going to quickly kick this one ahead? McNally across the timeline with it. Cutting to the hoop is held. Reverse layup up and good. McNally got deep. Held, cut to the hoop, up and good. Jacob Held had 9. Shane, we haven't seen this out of Held for a long time this year.
We have not.
Hansen from the free throw line, no good. Rebound, Sinclair. His shot blocked by McNally, and he gets the rebound. That kid can jump too. Here's Fernandez. His shot blocked out of bounds by Hansen.
We've seen a lot of blocks tonight, and not many of them by the two Ainsworth guys that usually block a lot.
Get that out of here. Quentin Painter, who got injured in the last game against Nabber Verdigris, he checks in for Schradel. Ainsworth keeps McNally with it. Probably got to keep him in there, sure, ball handler for sure.
I believe you do.
And that ball, as I said, it was tipped across, but saved. Good hustle there by Hoffman. Now in the hands of Salzman to Painter. Witten has it. He's going to be trapped. He needs some help. Going to get a timeout called by Coach Jake Nelson. He'll have 3 left with 2:27 to go here.
How about this trapping defense by Boyd County?
I think Coach Nelson just say, whatever you do, do not dribble in a corner or along the baseline where 2 guys are. I'm guessing that's what he's saying here. It's a short timeout by the Dogs. 2:27 to go in this one. Ainsworth up 64-34. And Shane, we were just sitting here, it was 18-5, 30-14. Then it went 51-24, and Ainsworth just slowly putting up 6, 7, 8 more points each quarter over the Boyd County Spartans.
Yeah, Cody, and as of now, Ainsworth's got 13 points in this quarter, and Boyd County with 10. A moment ago, Boyd County had 10, Ainsworth only 9. So.
And one of the things, too, as we look at it, as we mentioned, a different team for the Spartans, of course, but a chip on the shoulder, maybe the Bulldogs or the Spartans ended the season for the Dogs last year here in Ainsworth.
They did.
Looks like the last senior getting ready to check in for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Mason Titus, 6'2", senior, getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. Here is a kick out. Ainsworth's really not looking, I don't think, unless they get a layup to shoot. Held, nearly traveled with it. And now he'll get off in the hands of Fernandez, and there's a foul on Hansen.
That'll be his second foul.
And Jacob Held's going to come out of the basketball game, and will come number 15, And the crowd goes wild. The 6'2 senior, Mason Titus, and
Adolfo Rojas Salazar, 5'6 sophomore. They pulled Tragan McNally out. Going to leave Held in.
All right, I thought Held was coming to the bench. He was just going to inbound the basketball. Held with it up top of the key, now in the hands of Salzman. We'll go under 2 minutes to go in this final period. Ainsworth up by 30. Here's a pass down to Held. Kick it out to Titus. I bet they maybe look for him or Rojas to shoot. Here's Rojas taking it in. Has the ball stripped. Now he's playing a little defense here. Now he'll hustle back down. Darius Hansen with the basketball. 13 points in the game. He'll take the shot up, and they're going to call a foul. I believe that was probably a little bit out of control by everybody.
That one's going to go on Mason Titus. Give him his first
Yeah,
foul.
that's kind of tough.
Darius Hansen, 2 of 2 on the night so far. He's back there for 2 more now.
This one off the back iron, no good. Minute 34 to go on this one. Hansen trying to trim it down to 29. See if Ainsworth remains 6 in the point standing, as this one is good. His 14th point of the game. Man, he had all 5 of their points in the first quarter. Ainsworth locked him down. Shane, he was held scoreless in the second, but he still has 14. Great senior here. Salzman on the backdoor cut. They get it out. Mason Titus for a 2 off the iron, no good. That was a drawn-up play for Titus as we go down to minute 15. Hoffman going to go to the other end. He's just going to go in for a layup up and good. Nobody going to try stopping him or getting him a foul as Hoffman will pick up, I believe, his 6th point of the game, Shane?
Yep.
Great. Yep, 6 point. And the clock now ticking down to 1 minute to go here. Rojas with it. Back out to Fernandez. To Held. Titus. He's just playing catch here. Rojas fires a 3. Nearly banked in. And a rebound into the hands of Adams. And we go down to 40 seconds to go in the final. Here comes a layup by Hansen. No good. Rebound Jacob Held. Held on the other end. Gets it to Fernandez. And he's going to try dribbling it out of traffic. Gets it to Rojas. His shot off the glass won't fall. Rebound Held. And here is Titus for a 3. Oh, no good. 16.3. I tell you what, the Ainsworth fans were ready to go through the rough.
They were.
Mass substitution, Boyd County.
I do see Benjamin Nelson in the game.
Barrett Koenig, 5'10 sophomore in there.
Benjamin Tiefenthaler's in the game.
We're going to keep Hansen
Carson
in.
Hahn in there.
I think Hansen's going to end up, I believe, with about 900 points in his career. He won't get to the 1,000-point mark, but a great basketball player, the 6'3 senior. He'll fire a 3, and no good. Rebound by Rojas. 5 seconds to go. Ainsworth going to hold on to it, and the Bulldogs going to win this one 64-37 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. And we'll be back to recap this one as Ainsworth heading to a district final.
Put your project in good hands with John Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on John Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
When it comes to health care, the providers at Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard and quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Kenneth Wassman and nurse practitioners Jennifer Schermeyer and Hillary Goodwin. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic.
Madison's Great Western serves all your fertilizer, fuel, and propane needs. Give them a call or stop by their office west of Ainsworth. Visit with Bob Maxwell. You'll find Madison's Great Western makes your fertilizer and fuel needs their #1 priority.
William Crotter Lumber Company of Ainsworth, Bassett, Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, Spencer, and Gregory supply all of your building needs, from the tiniest finishing nail to truckloads of lumber. William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition.
At West Plains Bank, we're proud to offer the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank in Ainsworth and Springview, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stretch your hay supply with Brad Fox Grinding. Grinding hay is one of the most efficient ways to feed hay or other forages to livestock. Brad Fox provides on-site forage and grain grinding service to those who wish to make the most efficient, economical use of their available feedstuffs. Call Brad Fox today to schedule a time to stop and grind. For reliable, dependable hay grinding service, call on Brad Fox Grinding of O'Neill. Phone 402-340-4038.
Well, welcome back to the MAC Ainsworth Lila McAndrew Gymnasium. Ainsworth putting up a ton of points in each quarter. And Boyd County had a good second half, just not enough. As Ainsworth, as we take a look at our Tri-County Bank final, led 18-5 after one quarter of play. Ainsworth then outscored Boyd County 12-9 of the second to lead it 30-14. And then Ainsworth outscores Boyd County 21-10 in the third. They led at 51-24 after three. Both teams put up 13 points in the fourth, and it is a 64-37 victory for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. The Boyd County Spartans will go to 9-12 on the season. They'll say goodbye on the hardwood court to 6'3" senior Darius Hansen. What a basketball player he's been in his last 3 years. He did not score any points his freshman year at Boyd County. He did score his sophomore, junior, and senior years, nearing that 900-point mark. They'll also say goodbye to senior Deegan Johnson, Wyatt Heerman, and one that was not able to play last couple of games of the season, Hunter Meisner. Now, as we move along, let's take a look at our end-of-game stats with Shane Kinnick.
All right, Cody, turnover-wise, Ainsworth awful clean in the first half, not quite that good in the second half. They had 1 in the first, 7 in the second, give them 8 for the game. Boyd County cleaned it up by 1. They had 7 in the first, 6 in the second for 13. Rebounding-wise, Boyd County went 12 in the first, 10 in the second, give them 22 for the game. Ainsworth 14 and 15 for 29. Free throw line, Boyd County went 2 of 3 in the first, 2 of 5 in the second for 4 for 8. Ainsworth 5 of 7 and 3 of 8 for 8 of 15. Down the list for Boyd County, I got Isaac Jensen, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Hudson Hoffman, 6 points, 1 rebound. Cash Sinclair off the bench, 5 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 4 rebounds. Darius Hansen, he struggled getting anything to go his way against Ainsworth bigs for a long time, but he did end up 14 points, 3 of 4 from the line, 5 rebounds. Charlie Adams, 4 points, 0 of 3 from the line, 7 rebounds. Deegan Johnson did not score but had 2 rebounds. Wyatt Heerman, 6 points. And that is what I got for Boyd County. For Ainsworth, I got Fernandez, 4 points, 2 rebounds. McNally, 11 points, goes 2 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds. Jacob Held, 9 points, 1 of 2 from the line, 4 rebounds. Logan Stradle, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Adolfo Rojas Salazar came in, got a rebound. Carter Nelson, 17 points, 3 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds. And Trey Appelt, 21 points, 2 of 5 from the line, and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, you know, I really thought that there was more rebounds between Carter and Trey in the basketball game, but it's kind of
combined.
Kind of shocking there in that one. So those are your final stats here. Again, Ainsworth wins it 64-37. They'll pick up 44 points, which they came in with 44.3913. They will drop a little bit, not much, and probably going to be looking at being that number 6 spot behind North Platte, St. Pat's, Johnson Brock, McCool Junction, Ansley Litchfield, and Howes Dodge. Now, every one of them is playing, and one of the big matchups right now is Ansley Litchfield against South Loop. That is a 4-7 matchup, so one of those teams probably going to get a wild card. We'll come back, check in with Shane, find out who our first-class auto performers of the game are.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop a great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Your first choice for exceptional care is Rangeland Rehab, with locations in Ainsworth and Bassett. Physical therapist Brian Doak, along with professional staff, are trained on many techniques to help improve mobility and decrease pain. For appointments, call 402-387-1600. Allen Monuments of Ainsworth offer permanent legacies that memorialize the passing of a loved one. The monument you choose can be customized to reflect the life of your departed one. Serving you with dignity, Allen Monuments of Ainsworth.
All right, let's check in. First class auto performers of the game. Shane, let's start with Boyd County loss as they will say goodbye to 4 seniors. Hanson, Johnson, Heerman, and Meisner.
All right, Cody, the first one I'm giving is to Darius Hanson. You can't not give that kid a player of the game probably every time you see him play. He's just a phenomenal basketball player. I wish him the best of luck in whatever he does. But tonight he had 14 points, went 3 of 4 from the line, 5 rebounds, and he had a whole lot of Carter Nelson on him all night long. Both ends of the court, he was guarding Carter, and Carter was guarding him. So he had his hands full from the word go. The other one I'm giving to Hudson Hoffman.
Yeah, great quick guard.
He played tough
Great
defense all night long. He did end up 6 points and 1 rebound, but his defense was out of this world all night long down there.
And now for the Ainsworth Bulldogs.
I'm giving, kind of going a little different on you tonight. I'm giving one to Jacob Held. I thought he stepped it up tonight and put some points on the board because we're always looking for that fourth scorer.
Right.
We got the 3 guys that average almost 17 a game. Tonight, Jacob came in there. He put up 9 points, 1 of 2 from the line, and 4 rebounds. The other one I'm giving to Tragan tonight. I thought that the way he controlled everybody out there, his defense has really picked up here lately.
What do you have, 3 block shots in the game, I believe?
A couple for sure.
Yeah, in the fourth quarter he had a couple.
And he ended the night 11 points, 2 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds.
All right, those are your first class auto performers of the game. And when it comes to vehicle sales and service, score more with First Class Auto in Ainsworth. Repair shop service all makes. Skilled mechanics can fix just about anything that can fit into the shop. If you're looking for quality, reliable, previously owned vehicle, check out their great selection. Why travel any other way when you can upgrade and save? First Class Auto, Main Street, Ainsworth. When you go First Class. Check out the inventory online, but go to firstclassautoainsworth.com. We'll come back, hopefully with Coach Jake Nelson. He's down here talking to some fans. And continue on our Buckles Automotive post-game report here on KBRB.
Three River Communications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest fiber technology, offering up to 1 gig internet speed, high-definition cable TV, and local and long-distance telephone service. Three River Communications, your local service provider.
Maintain and enhance a beautiful lawn with Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth. Jerry and Norma Paulson. Mowing, lawn cleanup, power raking, aerating, fertilizing, and spraying. They provide free estimates, references gladly given. Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth.
For prescriptions and all your over-the-counter, feel better favorites, come to the pharmacy you know and trust. Ainsworth Drug on Main Street. Because keeping you healthy is their top priority. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 1 and 1:30 to 5:30. Go Bulldogs!
Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specialize in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notions, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine.
Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth is your best choice for diesel truck and big rig repairs. Bruce Janet and crew provide long-lasting repair work that stands up to the demands placed on your heavy-duty equipment. Dependable service, repairs done right. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth. When you need expert electrical service, call on Travis Electric of Ainsworth. Travis Electric provides installation, repair, rewiring, maintenance, and upgrades for residential, commercial, farm, and ranch applications. Timely, reliable, professional, and courteous service, Travis Electric at 402-382-3280.
Well, we are here now with Coach Jake Nelson. Congratulations, Coach. Sorry to break you away from some of the folks you're talking to there, but boy, a dominant performance for the Bulldogs. We talked about it our pregame, how this team knocked you out of a sub-district last year, and there was no doubt about it with this one, jumping up big. I believe 8-0 to start this one, and then just continued scoring well, double digits in each quarter.
Yeah, we knew that they're a tough team. I mean, they've given us some problems in the past, so we knew that if we let them hang around, that they would have a chance of going on a run. They got some pretty good players, and so we knew we just had to keep full throttle on everything until the end.
I thought you guys did a great game plan, great scheme. Darius Hanson, you went ahead and said, Carter, you're going to guard Darius Hanson. He had 5 points in the first, 0 in the second. He did score late to get into double figures, but holding him to 5 points had to be one of your big keys.
Well, and Carter played great defense but a lot of the others did too, because we switched off onto him a lot. And I thought that when the other guy switched on to him, they did a great job on him as well. I mean, really, really talented player. And, we saw some things that we could take advantage defensively, and I think it's played out to how we wanted it.
Well, somebody brought the fire extinguisher out in the second quarter, but Trey Appelt, my goodness, 11 points in the first quarter, he could hardly miss.
He was a man on a mission. We told him, come out like you did against Bridgeport, and he definitely came out like they started that game.
The thing is, he's your leading scorer on paper, has him at 17 points, 11 rebounds, and I tell you what, he has that 4 to 6 foot jump hook down pat right now. There was 2-3 guys on him right there that had great defense on him, but he was able to capitalize. 21 points again tonight.
Yeah, that's something that, we've talked about. If we want to be a state championship level team, we've got to have him in the paint, and he's taking it to heart.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's see, 906 and 48. He's now at 954, trying to get to that trio of being 1,000-point scorers with Nelson, McNally, and Appelt hanging right there. That's got to be on the minds.
Yeah, it's definitely been on my mind.
Wins.
Yeah, it's been on my mind that, if we can keep playing and him keep scoring some decent games, that we could do something pretty special, because I don't know that there's many teams that have had 3 guys in the same class scoring 1,000 points.
We gave Jacob Held one of the performers of the game.
Yeah.
Played very well offensively, played very well for you also. And as you mentioned, when you had to do some switching on your man-to-man defense, played very well for you.
Jacob had a great game again. He's just a go-getter. He does what he needs to and doesn't ask questions about why. He just does it, and does it with 110% effort.
And Carter had 17, so he had 3 in double figures again. 21 for Appelt, 17 for Carter, 11 for Tragan, and Jacob just missed it by 1 point. Got to be happy, both ends. I know as you look at the scoreboard, 37 points, Coach. That's less than 10 points in each quarter. Got to be happy with that.
Yes, definitely. We told them that offense take care of itself. Let's spend all our energy on defense in this game, and that's exactly what we did.
Now you have to talk to ADs, coaching, and all that good stuff. Find out. Probably going to hang right around that 6 spot where you're at now. Depends on if maybe you have somebody like an Axtell or a Cambridge, depending on Axtell's winning big right now. It didn't see that Cambridge score as of yet, but maybe right around that 6 spot. A possibility to possibly play home. Do we have any inkling where you guys are wanting to play, or what day you guys are wanting to play?
I think we're looking at Saturday.
Wow, going to come right back at it if you can.
That's why we tried to get those guys out and rotate them out as much as possible at the end there. I think we're in good enough shape that we'll be able to bounce back, and that way teams have less time to scout us, I guess. Scout
you, yeah. They've been scouting you all year, but so that you basically got to get the ADs and the coaches together and say this is what we're looking at, and whether if we're over 180 miles apart, we got to find a place to go. Got to make sure that thing's open on Saturday. But if you host, it's a little bit easier to say, hey, let's play Saturday.
Definitely. Yeah, we've been calling some schools to see if things are available already, just to get prepared for possible matchups.
All right, man. Congratulations. Great team out there tonight. That is Coach Jake Nelson. His team wins at 64-37. They hold Boyd County to 14 points in the first half, and then 23 in the second half. Ainsworth will go 30 in the first half, and they'll go 34 in the second half. Shane, as we get ready to wrap it up on our Bunkers Automotive post-game show,